There are moments in life when heaven seems to whisper your name, moments when everything around you feels charged with divine purpose. Sense that something big is about to happen, a proposal, a breakthrough, a long-awaited promise finally coming true. Maybe you've prayed for years for love, companionship, and confirmation from God, and now the angels seem to be aligning events in your favor. But before the ring appears, before that promise becomes reality, God is trying to get your attention. Because sometimes what looks like the fulfillment of your dream is actually the testing of your heart. You see, beloved, God is not only preparing them to propose, He's preparing you to receive the promise in His way, not yours. And that's what heaven wants you to understand today. The concept of God's timing is one of the most profound truths in the life of a believer. And it is often the hardest to understand when we are waiting for something we deeply desire. In the context of love and relationships, especially when the angels are signaling that a proposal is near, it can feel like heaven is moving too slowly, or worse, that God has forgotten us. But the truth is, God's timing is never early, never late, and never flawed. Every detail of your life, every moment of your journey is being carefully orchestrated by a Creator who sees the beginning, the middle, and the end all at once. When the proposal you've longed for seems delayed, it is not because God is unaware or indifferent. It is because He is preparing everything necessary to ensure that the blessing is perfect, both for you and for the person He has chosen to walk with you through life. Understanding God's timing requires faith and patience, qualities that are often tested most when we cannot see the full picture. There are moments when your heart is ready, when your mind has envisioned the perfect scenario, and yet God says, not yet. It is in these moments that He is teaching a critical lesson. What you see as the right time may not align with the purpose He has for your life. A premature blessing may bring joy at first, but can lead to confusion, conflict, or even heart-attach later if the preparation has not been completed. God, in His infinite wisdom, sees the long-term outcome. He knows the exact moment when hearts, circumstances, and timing converge to create a union that is not only beautiful in the eyes of the world, but also secure in the eyes of heaven. Every relationship that God blesses with a proposal is intended to be a covenant that extends beyond the fleeting emotions of romance. It is meant to be a sacred partnership grounded in faith, obedience, and divine alignment. That is why timing matters so much. He does not rush His plans, nor does He delay without reason. The waiting period is a crucial part of the process. While you wait, refining you, shaping your character, and strengthening your spiritual foundations so that you are not just prepared to receive a ring, but to embrace the responsibilities, joys, and challenges that come with a godly marriage. God's timing ensures that you will enter this next season whole, not fragmented, ready to walk in a love that is enduring and faithful. Often, the waiting period may seem like it is filled with silence, but it is far from empty. God is actively working behind the scenes, orchestrating encounters, aligning hearts, and arranging circumstances that are beyond human comprehension. There may be moments when doors close, when potential opportunities fall through, or when life seems uncertain. These moments are not setbacks. They are part of the divine choreography that ensures that the proposal, when it arrives, will occur at the precise time when your life is perfectly aligned with God's plan. The angels, too, are acting in this invisible realm, preparing the other person, moving hearts and situations into place, yet their work depends on your readiness to receive the blessing. God's timing is meticulous, and it encompasses every detail of your life, from the spiritual growth you need to the lessons in patience, humility, and trust that only time can teach. Many people struggle to trust this process because they measure life by human standards, thinking that the moment they desire should occur according to their own schedule. But God operates on a higher plane where He sees what lies ahead, what is unseen, and what is eternally significant. What may feel like delay is often divine protection. He prevents unions that might be harmful. He safeguards your heart from experiences you are not ready to handle, and He ensures that when the blessing finally comes, it will be a manifestation of His perfect will, not just a response to human longing. God's timing also teaches the importance of surrender. By trusting Him, you learn to release control over the circumstances of your life and to accept that His wisdom surpasses your understanding. The beauty of God's timing is that it is always right, even when it contradicts your feelings or expectations. When the proposal comes at the moment He intends, everything will fall into place seamlessly. The preparation He has orchestrated during the waiting season will become evident, and you will see how every step, every delay, every trial was part of His plan to bring about something extraordinary. The person proposing will be ready in heart and spirit. You will be ready in mind and character. And the relationship will begin with a foundation that is fortified by divine intention. Trusting God's timing requires courage and faith, especially when the desire of your heart feels urgent. But the promise is clear. Who began the good work in your life will carry it to completion. Your longing for love, for companionship, and for the proposal is not ignored. It is acknowledged, nurtured, and protected until the perfect moment arrives. When you finally see the angels moving, when the proposal is at last revealed, you will recognize the fingerprints of God in every detail. You will understand that the waiting, the preparation, and the patience were not obstacles, but essential steps in His divine plan, designed to ensure that the blessing is not only received, but cherished, honored, and sustainable in alignment with heaven's purpose. God's timing is perfect because it is intentional, meticulous, and merciful. It synchronizes the hearts of two people, the circumstances of their lives, and the purposes of heaven. To trust in His timing is to step into a rhythm greater than your own, to wait with hope and expectation, and to know that when the proposal finally comes, it will be a testament to His sovereignty, faithfulness, and love. Before a proposal comes, God is deeply concerned with the condition of your heart. He is not merely interested in the external circumstances lining up, the right words being spoken, or the perfect ring being placed on your finger. Focused on shaping your inner life so that you are ready to receive His blessing in a way that honors Him and secures your future. Preparation of the heart is not a passive process. It requires reflection, surrender, and deliberate alignment with God's will. It is during this season of preparation that He teaches you to place Him first, to prioritize your relationship with Him above all earthly desires, and to develop the spiritual maturity necessary for a God-centered relationship. Many people long for love, companionship, or marriage. They rush into relationships without first ensuring that their heart is aligned with God. They seek fulfillment in human affection, excitement, or validation, overlooking the divine lessons that waiting and introspection provide. God's call to prepare your heart is a call to self-examination. He asks you to identify areas where pride, fear, impatience, or insecurity have taken root. He wants you to confront the patterns that could compromise a godly relationship. By preparing your heart, He ensures that your love is not based solely on emotion or convenience, but on a foundation of faith, trust, and commitment. Preparation makes you capable of receiving a blessing that is both lasting and sacred. During this season, God also teaches the importance of patience and trust. It's not enough to desire the proposal or to imagine the life you hope to share with someone. You must trust that He knows what is best for you and for the person He has chosen. Trust means releasing control over timing, circumstances, and outcomes, and believing that God is actively orchestrating every detail behind the scenes. When your heart is prepared in this way, you will approach the proposal not out of desperation or anxiety, but with confidence, peace, and a readiness to honor God in your response. Preparation of the heart involves cultivating qualities that will sustain a relationship beyond the initial excitement of a proposal. God wants you to develop humility, compassion, patience, and resilience. These are the qualities that make a marriage thrive, especially when challenges arise. By focusing on these attributes during the waiting season, you become a person